Thomas Turtle's Adventure. Once upon a time, there was a bright and cheerful forest, where happy birds sang and gentle streams flowed. Thomas Turtle walked along a forest path, looking rather puzzled yet hopeful. Thomas had always been an ambitious turtle. One morning, he woke up with the grand idea to become the most exercising creature in the forest. He wanted to be the animal that did the most different exercises. Thomas was determined to try, even though he knew that it would not be easy. His first step was to train. He set up a tiny gym beside his shell house, with miniature weights made from pebbles. Each day, he would lift them, his tiny legs trembling with effort. To increase his speed, Thomas decided to slide down the hill instead of walking. The first attempt was a sight to see. He tucked into his shell and rolled down, only to roll into a bush of berries. Covered in berries, Thomas looked more like a fruit salad than a speedy racer. The forest animals gathered around and tried not to loudly giggle. Thomas was still focused on his goal. He explained to the other animals that it is all part of the training. 1 hour later, Thomas asked Ron Turtle if he could give him any advice. Ron Turtle said, "Thomas, maybe you should try removing your shell to help give you extra speed." Thomas pondered his idea before replying. Then he said, "If I take off my shell, where would I sleep at night?" Realizing his taking his shell off was not a good option for him, Thomas thought about other ways to move faster and finish all the exercises. He spotted rabbits hopping swiftly and thought, why not try hopping? His first hop was a big leap, which landed him into a soft patch of moss. With each leap, Thomas got better and better. The forest was abuzz with the story of the hopping turtle. They hadn't seen anything similar to it. Thomas, however, saw it as progress. Every great athlete has a few setbacks, he declared with unwavering optimism. Determined to keep trying different exercises, Thomas then tried to roller skate. He strapped 4 tiny skates to his feet and pushed off. The result was a dizzy spin that sent Thomas into a pond. Oops, I guess it's time for a swim. Soaked yet smiling, Thomas Turtle swam in the pond. He ended up with seaweed on his head. The forest animals couldn't hold their laughter any longer. Thomas just smiled and laughed too. In the end, Thomas didn't become the most exercising creature in the forest. But he did become one of the most determined to try creatures in the forest. His exercising attempts brought joy and laughter and entertainment to the other animals in the forest. As the sun sets and our story comes to a close, Thomas slowly walks home feeling accomplished because he learned a lot on today and he was proud of himself for trying new exercises.